And we're live. Awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Bitcoin news channel coming at you with another video, and this time a predictions video. In fact, I haven't even ever done a predictions video until my last video, and I got some positive feedback from that, so I thought that I'd share with you guys my insights on teslasafe, since it is doing amazing right now, especially relative to the market. You know, I would really compare teslasafe to something like Shiba Inu, where, you know, it started off and it just started to slowly ramp up, and then, you know, did the first parabolic move and then did the second parabolic move. So, you know, I believe teslasafe is eventually going to do that. I believe we're still in this period here. Remember, you know, that's 1 month, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months really for this token to really kind of take off. And what we see with teslasafe is 2 months in, you're seeing this growth, but in fact, in this chart right here, it's going to look more like a sideways movement because of where teslasafe is going to go. We're so early. This is at 8.7 billion market cap. teslasafe is at 15 million. We're so early at this point that, yeah, okay, we felt this because we're in it to win it. You know, we felt these kind of drop-offs here, these retracements. This felt like the end of the world here, but, you know, it's growing steadily. So some people have been asking me, you know, can we see a $1 teslasafe? Will we see a $1 teslasafe? Well, we're going to do a deep dive into that question and actually logically kind of come to the conclusion of whether can teslasafe hit $1 per teslasafe. All right, so here's what we're going to do first. We're going to look at the contract, right? We're going to look at the contract right now, and we see here that it's got 6,300 holders. There's been 42,000 transfers, right? So let's look now at, you know, actually, you know what? Let's compare it to SafeMoon, since, you know, they're on the same blockchain, and teslasafe has a more aggressive function than SafeMoon. But you can see from the SafeMoon charts that it already had its parabolic move, right? It had its parabolic move, and now it's, you know, it's in retracement, it's in consolidation. And I've said before that, I don't know, this might go to zero, right? I called it for Elon Gate, I call it for Safe Mars, I call it for Safe Tesla, which is not teslasafe, but I called it, and those are going to zero, right? So let's just have a look here, and we're at 3 billion, right? 3 billion with a circulating supply of 585 trillion, right? 3 billion market cap. So in order for teslasafe to get to $1, it's got to erase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros, which is not impossible. Bitcoin has done it, you know. However, you know, let's just do the math on that. I don't want this to come off shilling, obviously. Although I do have a holding in teslasafe, I don't want this to come off as, you know, oh, this is just unrealistic. Like, realistically, let's go to that. All right. So the team has always expressed that teslasafe they will not stop the burns until they get to 99% burned. Okay, what does that mean? Well, if you take a quadrillion, right, and you take away 99% of that quadrillion, you wind up with, I'll tell you guys how much. So let's say this was a quadrillion, right? That's a quadrillion. And then you times that by 0.01, which would be 99%. You would get 10 trillion, right? 10 trillion in circulating supply, right? And if you get 10 trillion in circulating supply, if the market cap was at 1 trillion, you would be at $1, right? That's just, no, if the market cap was 10 trillion, you'd be at $1. Now, how long are we going to have to wait for that to get there, considering the entire market cap of crypto is 1.4 trillion? You know, it's possible, since this is a deflationary token, it's possible it can get there, but how many years? You know, that could be in 10 years. Now, that might still be, you know, worth the wait, you know, but realistically, I'm talking like, what can this do in, let's say, 2-3 years, right? So we know that a dollar would be kind of nuts to be at what, 10 trillion market cap. But can this be at 1 trillion market cap? You know, if it can be at 1 trillion market cap, right, and you have 10 trillion available, then you would need, you know, a 10 trillion market cap, right? But what if it was 10 cents? You wouldn't need a 10 trillion market cap. You'd need a 1 trillion market cap. You know, what if it was 1 cent? Well, then you would need a 100 billion market cap. And that's entirely possible. And I think some of you will look at this and say, well, you know, Bitcoin isn't even at 1 trillion. I know that, but you have to understand that at one point, Bitcoin was at 1 billion. Do you know that at one point, Bitcoin hit 1 billion market cap, and we thought it was crazy, right? And now what's at 1 billion market cap are a bunch of these coins. There's so many coins at 1 billion market cap, even coming onto 1 billion market cap. So it's entirely possible that, Bitcoin one day will be at 10 trillion market cap, and the entire market cap of crypto is going to be at 100 trillion. And, 100 billion is totally realistic for a token like this, right? More than that, as more transactions go through, more than 99% can get burned, right? Because the team has declared that unless it goes to Binance, they will not stop the tax mechanism, right? And if it goes to a centralized exchange, I think the portions in that centralized exchange will not be taxed as aggressively. Maybe it won't be a 14% tax like, the rest of teslasafe. It won't be as hyper-deflationary. Maybe on Binance, it'll be a 1% tax. But outside of Binance, it might be a 14% tax or something like that, right? And the reason why I say that is there's constant development happening here. And that's what you see from the charts. You see a chart that is developing. That's really what you see. I mean, you get pullbacks every once in a while, and that's healthy. But you can see that, okay, as they develop, as they create their use case, as it's getting more popular, more and more people are buying because it's such a compelling project, right? Some people have asked, okay, well, what's going to happen to teslasafe, because there's rice now, and there's PAS coming out, and there's this everbuy coming out, and all of these tokens have some really massive potential. And I would say, like, yeah, they have massive potential, but at the same time, Bitcoin isn't as decked out as Ethereum. In fact, Bitcoin isn't even as decked out as teslasafe. Bitcoin is not as decked out as XRP, or as Polkadot, or Uniswap, or Binance, you know what I mean? But why is it at the top? Well, it's got first movers advantage. And that's why Coke is still at the top. That's why McDonald's is at the top. That's why Tesla's at the top, right? That's why Amazon's at the top, because they've got first movers advantage. When it comes to the Fusion super blockchain ecosystem, teslasafe has that first movers advantage. So I do believe that we will see at least a 1 cent or a 10 cent teslasafe within 2 to 3 years. That's my prediction. By the end of the year, I'm still looking at 500 to 1 billion market cap for teslasafe, right? At its pace right now. If you're just looking at its kind of organic growth right now, there's not some crazy like pump and dumps, goes down to zero. You can see a very healthy chart. In fact, I've never, this is almost textbook. This is like, if you could form a company or an asset that just continuously grows, this is what that looks like. Without outside intervention, without, malicious manipulation, this is what it would look like. This is the healthiest chart that I've ever seen. And I've been in crypto for a very long time. So I've seen a lot of charts. And because I've been in crypto, I've seen a lot of pump and dumps. And this is the healthiest chart I've ever seen in my life. So a lot of things are going to drive this development, the ecosystem. We've already seen that. Do you guys know that before Rice came out, this is where teslasafe was? Just to let you know. Like, we were floating around this here, right? And then Rice came out, it put so much buy pressure on teslasafe. And guess what else is coming out right now? Everbuy, right? Everbuy's coming out. Not sure if I'm on there, Everbuy. Oh, there, yeah, Everbuy's coming out. And this is going to put, nice, they got their audits happening, which is cool. This is what's happening right now, is that people are going to buy teslasafe to buy Everbuy. And then what that's going to do is going to put upward pressure on the contract, right? On the market cap, sorry. And then Paz is going to come out. Like, did we forget about Paz? Because Passive is still coming out, and that's going to be huge. I know everybody in the community is waiting for Passive, so everybody's going to get Passive. And what's that going to do? It's going to do the exact same thing, right? Where is it? I put a video up on Passive, so you guys make sure you check that out. Yeah, so Passive is coming out, and if Rice did this to teslasafe, let's just kind of see what that percentage jump was. Okay, from let's say from this point here. Yeah, let's see what we're talking about here. So since that percentage there, we're talking. Hold on a second. It should be lower, right? Yeah, we're talking a 250% increase since that, right? And I believe that the same thing's going to happen for Rice. I mean, whoever's selling Rice at this price is just dumb because, I hate to say it, but I mean, Rice is going to be the lead DEX token of the super blockchain. Like, this is going to be a leader in this field, and people are taking quick profits now for less than $1, to cash out, a few hundred, a few thousand, or whatever. When this Rice price, I'm going to do another prediction on Rice price just separately. But my guess is, by the end of the year, this is $100 per Rice, $50 to $100 per Rice, right? By the end of the year. So people are just, I'm not sure. Like, you don't dump a token like this that is very valuable, right? And I think some people are looking at the charts and they're going, oh man, this is not looking good. You know what I mean? But listen, okay, so let's say 27, 28, 29, 30. So, okay, let's just count the days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 10 days of kind of downward, sideways movement, right? I want you guys to think about this, all right? Because I've been in teslasafe, I've seen its movements, okay? From our all-time high before, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so 16 days of downward movement, sideways movement, right? Okay, we're on day 10 with Rice, all right? So this is absolutely normal. This is what can happen, right? Especially with the different dynamics of a farm token. Remember that nothing is being mined in teslasafe, and there's still some being mined with Rice. So this is very natural. However, it's not going to do that forever, just like this. And we see this upward movement over here, right? So yeah, it retraced, consolidated, but then, because there's value, because there's development, because there's use case and the ecosystem is moving forward, then obviously that's going to create demand. Supply is still going down. And with Rice, remember, there's a max supply of this, guys, right? This is, yeah, you're mining it and it's being minted now, but there is a max supply, unlike Uni, and unlike Cake. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the teslasafe price prediction. So another consideration is that, okay, what if 99.9% gets burned and there is 1 trillion teslasafe available over the next 2, 3, 4 years? Well, what's going to happen then? So let's say this is a quadrillion, and let's say 99.9% get burned, so that would be 001. Then you would have 1 trillion teslasafe. If you have 1 trillion teslasafe, you'd need a market cap of 1 trillion to get to $1. Well, what if you got 100 billion, like what we were talking about? It's entirely possible to hit that 100 billion mark. Well, then you would have a price of 10 cents per teslasafe. Now, friends, I'd like you to go in and count how many zeros you're going to exit here. That would be wild, because let's just say, we're at, let's say 100 billion, right? And then divided by, let's say right now we're at 15, right? So that would be the 1 million there. So I'll say 15 divided by 15. Okay, so whatever you have right now, so let's say 667, 6,667, right? Whatever you have now, okay? Let's say you have $100 worth of teslasafe today. In 2 or 3 years, that could be worth, 666,000, right? So, I mean, it's definitely possible, right? It's definitely possible. 15.3. Do I think it's going to happen this year? I don't think it's going to happen this year. However, I do think in the long term, very possible that we could see a 1 cent teslasafe. And my 1 cent teslasafe prediction is going to be in 2 years. In 4 years, I would say we could hit a 10 cent. 2 to 3 years, 1 cent teslasafe, right? And I would say, how could it's harder to make that 10x jump once you're already so high, right? So that's what I'm going to say. It's 2 to 3 years is final prediction. 2 to 3 years, 1 cent Tesla safe, and in 5 years, 5 to 6 years, 10 cent or 20 cent Tesla safe. You know, is it worth it to hold for that long? Absolutely. You know, is this team developing? Absolutely. And that's why I think that it's entirely possible, because you know where we are in the roadmap is over here, right? We're on DAP 2. We're going to go to DAP 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. By the time we're here, you know, 2025, I'm looking 5 cent Tesla safe, right? Maybe like 1 to 5 cents per Tesla safe. This is what I'm predicting. Once we have that hard wallet, you'll be able to cash out your Tesla safe, you know, any bank via Visa, MasterCard. I believe that's going to happen. And I believe that, you know, once this Solana fork, the Fusion blockchain is out and you have their hard wallet, nothing's really stopping it. And the argument of, well, you know, Tesla Safe doesn't have all the bells and whistles of all these other tokens. You know, they talked about a Rice update and how they're going to upgrade Rice and all that jazz. And that's great, right? That's great. But you never bet against the first mover, right? The first mover in this ecosystem is Tesla Safe. It is by far the best performing crypto since, you know, 2021 April, and I think they probably got a chart here. Where is it? Yeah, check out this chart. Right? I mean, I don't think there's any sound here, but this is Tesla Safe in a nutshell, basically, right? If you bought in at my call, you'd be up 200x, and this is what we've seen, right? And that's why I always say hodl, because what if you sold over here? You just miss out on all of this. So you never sell low. Guys, you always buy low, sell high. But in this case, you just don't sell, you just hodl, guys. You just hodl, because this thing's going to the moon, and it's going to keep going to the moon. You know, that's the nature of this. If you like prediction videos, let me know, and I'll make some more. If you want to see a Rice one or a Paz one, you know, I'll be happy to do that. Again, these are for entertainment purposes, right? This isn't financial advice, but it's fun to do. It's fun to speculate and see where it could go, because, you know, this team is delivering, and that's what's great. But I'd love to hear from you guys, so make sure to comment down below, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to share it about others, so others know about this Fusion revolution. That's all for now. God bless you guys. Bye for now.